Hello. So I asked you what you'd like me to create a fascial maneuvers class on, and a few people said grief. So I am a big advocate for building the safety to feel all of our emotions in their fullness, and fascial maneuvers and energetic practices are a really beautiful way to welcome them. So when it comes to grief, in terms of where we hold it in our body, everybody is a little bit different, but large intestine generally and lungs are the areas that we're going to focus on today. So we're going to do, I think, 3 maneuvers to really get into the body and to connect with that feeling of grief. So if you can be outside, get your feet in the ground. I always find with nature that I have a lot more access to my emotions when I'm in nature. So if you can, get your feet in some grass or on the ground and get yourself outside. It's just going to be the most supportive environment if it's available to you. So we're going to start with the psoas release. Psoas is, we're going to do it both sides, but our intention here is to engage with the small intestines and create space here. So I want you to take both of your hands, bring it to the inside of your right hip, and I want you to pull up. So I sometimes do the psoas release further down, further up, but because we're connecting with the intestines here, it's around here. I want you to pull up on the skin, pin it in place, and I want you to step that right leg backwards. I want you to lean back, and we're going to breathe 3 in through the mouth, 3 in through the nose. So in through the mouth to begin with. Ooh, the wind. One more through the mouth, which is building that pressure down in our pelvis. I want you to lean into any tension points. Now 3 in through the nose. 2 more. Feel your feet on the ground. And come up. We're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So take your hands to the inside of that left hip. We're going to pull the skin up. We pin in place. We step back with that left foot, lean back, and I want you to breathe and move into your own tension points, feeling free to find the spots that feel most active for you. So making sure that we keep this pinned. We're going to go 3 in through the mouth first. 2. 1 more through the mouth. Now 3 through the nose. 2. 1 more. And relax. Have a little walk around and notice what is stirring in your body. Doesn't necessarily have to be emotions. I want you to connect with sensation. So for me, I feel a little bit sick. I can feel the energy moving up here. I feel tingly where my hands were connected, a little bit of kind of like a burning sensation, which is very normal in this part of the body. It's the fascia coming apart, breaking up. I feel more space in my lower back. And my jaw just cracked. So when we move something around in one zone of the body, so we have zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. So when we move something around, so this is like top of zone 3, we always have something move around. We're a pressurized system. So if we move something around in our pelvis, for example, in the shoulders and in the head, something has to move around to counterbalance it. So one of the beautiful things about fascial maneuvers is when you come into one part of the body, you're also working on other parts. So next we're going to do an arm pull. So grief is also associated with the lungs in Chinese medicine, and it really resonates with me. You know, the grief, the deep sorrow sometimes, and the depth of emotion. I can really feel it in my lungs when grief comes to say hello. So I want you to take your right hand, bring it to the inside of your left arm. So we want to be up near the armpit, sorry. And I want you to pull the skin round towards the outside of your arm and pin in place. So you're bringing it round, pinning it in place. I want you to shrug. You're basically creating an opposing force. So with this hand, this right hand, I want you to pull down, and with your shoulder, I want you to pull up. And I want you to, it depends on your tension lines. You can choose to have your head this side, but I like to bring it to the right to have that counter rotation. So you're going to carry on pulling up with that shoulder once you've got this pin, and you're going to pull down. And we're going to breathe 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth. Feel free to move around if it feels good. I like to come down here. So we're going to go 3 in through the nose to begin with. Relax that shoulder, but be pulling it up. One more. Now 3 through the mouth. So pulling down with this, up with the other. One more. But I like to finish with pulling it all the way down. So allowing that shoulder to come down. Wow. I've got tingles all down this arm to my fingertips. Actually feels like a bit numb in my hand. I feel like I've got a deeper breath. Whew. And I'm burping, which is always a good sign in fascial maneuvers. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I want you to lean into your tension lines. Sometimes when I started doing the arm pull, I found it quite hard to get a grip. So just know that if you lose your pin and lock, just do it again and carry on. So left hand comes to the inside of the right arm. We pull that skin out, we pin in place, and then we create that counter force. So this left hand pulls down and we pull up on the shoulder. You can bring your head either this to the right side, the same as the shoulder, or if it feels better, you can bring it away. For me, away feels good because that's leading into tension for me. 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth. So nose to begin with. 2. One more. Now 3 in through the mouth. Woo, 2. One more. Whoa. And have a walk around. Welcome any sensation that is available to you. For me, I've got tingling all down my arm. I've got like a warmth traveling all the way down to my fingertips. I've got a little bit of pain showing up, which is pressure moving around in my shoulder. We want to welcome whatever sensation needs to be acknowledged. Sometimes that is pain, sometimes that is discomfort, sometimes it can be so many different things, but just know that the body is so innately intelligent. We have to feel the sensation of our experiences and our emotion for it to move through. So if something is temporarily uncomfortable, maybe you have some pain or discomfort or pressure come up in the body, just know that the body knows exactly what to do. And it is telling us essential information to help bring what needs to come up. So, we're going to do head-heart coherence now. And this is a simple exercise just to connect with our bodies, with our heart, and just spend some time with ourselves. I want you to put your right hand on your heart. And I want you to bring your other hand to your head if it feels good. I want you to check in with yourself. If it feels better to have it on your stomach, especially with those intestines, just do what feels right for you. So if head feels best for you, anywhere that feels good, or if being down here in the stomach feels more supportive to you, whichever one feels good for you, here is where I want to be today. And we're basically just going to breathe and say some affirmations. I would just want you to feel your hands connected to your body. Feel the support that you are offering yourself in this moment. And I like to imagine the energy coming up from my sacrum, through my central point, my head, out my head, in the toral field shape. And I imagine the energy flowing. Sometimes I imagine a wave that I welcome just wash over me, but I want you to imagine the energy coming up here. So hands wherever feel good. Close your eyes if you feel safe and comfortable to do so. And let's take some breaths together. 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth. Nose first. Take it as slow as feels good. Allow any noise to come out on the exhale. One more through the nose. Now 3 through the mouth. And I want you to say either out loud or in your head, hello grief. I allow you to be here. Thank you, grief, for showing me where I have loved so deeply. And then I want you to move your hands to connect with your body, so you're giving your body a hug. So I like to come one to the shoulder, one into the lower hip, but just wherever feels most supportive. I want you to bring your chin to your chest. So we're in a bit of a fetal position, and breathe and sway a little bit for 6 more breaths. So in through the nose, I want you to say, I accept you, grief. Now in through the mouth. And I just want you to be with yourself, feeling that support, allowing what wants to rise, but just knowing in this moment that you are held, you are supported, that all of you and your grief is welcome here, and that you do not need to keep anything in your body any longer. This is your space to breathe. This is your space for your grief to be known, to be acknowledged, to be allowed to rise. And I want you to squeeze your body, feeling that support. Sometimes it's nice if you can be on the floor to just roll up in a ball. Say thank you, body. And just have a check-in with yourself. Give yourself time to come around. And this is a really good practice to do over and over again to build that safety and capacity. Sometimes grief won't just come and we don't have the safety to feel it all at once for one, but it may take a little bit of time to connect with those sensations in your body, and that is exactly as it's meant to be. We do not force, and we do not put pressure on ourselves to feel. We want to connect with the sensations and know that all of you is welcome here. And if that takes a little bit of time, then wonderful. So I would love to know how you found this practice, and let me know what you'd like me to do my next video on. I'm grateful for you always. I love you.